position is going to be centered. We hit OK. So when you are attempting to make a hole that is like this hole, okay? We're going to use this one as our example. We have a hole that is related to this feature, and it's on its side. It's not in the front. It's not on the 90 degrees to an existing plane. Okay, it's not to any of these planes. You know how to add planes as far as they're parallel, right? If I pick a face, or if I pick a plane, I can make a plane that is parallel to an existing object. That you know how to do already, the 0.5 business. What you don't know how to do is now I need to put a plane at an angle. Okay? So that's where this comes in. In order to drill this hole, as I talked about before, to drill this hole, I need, you have this angle and this angle, right? Which is correlated to this position down here. I need to know this location, and I need to know this location. These two locations I must have. If I don't have these locations, I can't drill that hole. I cannot pick the face of this object because it's curved. So what I need is a plane that literally is perpendicular to the hole direction. So I need a plane that is 90 degrees to my 30 degrees. See this? There's my 30 degrees right there. 90 degrees, see that? To where my 30 is. That way I'll get a straight shot. That's what I have to have, perpendicular. To get that, I need to draw it here, inside cap. So how do I do that? The first thing I think I told you guys to do was the simple way. There's always more than one way. Let's be honest with ourselves. I'm just showing you one method. First step is to locate the height. Where is this hole? The hole is half an inch off of this, up or inside? Inside, of course. So how do we know that? It's on the drawing. I'm not making it up. It's half an inch. The location of the center of this hole is half an inch off the top. That's what my plane does for me. Got it? That's what my plane does for me. Okay? Can I do this a different way? I actually had some other people give me some other ideas. For now, for the purpose of the video, I'm going to show you one way. Otherwise, it can get really confusing. So I'm going to hit OK. On this plane, I'm going to go ahead and create a sketch that is going to be construction lines. And we all know now that for Solidworks, a construction line is a
center line.
Bingo. That's right. I do not like their use of the language. I just work with the product. Whoops. Let me go back there. Sorry about that. So now I'm going to make my other construction line. This is purely for construction. This vertical line is there for the purpose of me being able to dimension off of it. And the line I really want is this one that I'm putting in right now. This line. I'm going to drop in my dimensions. This first dimension is the 30 degrees, which is where the customer wants the hole situated. And this is my 90 degree line. Whoops. Let me actually pick the lines. This line and this line. That is my perpendicular. I can put a dimension, or I can do what?
Select both lines to read the perpendicular relationship.
Bingo. I'm going to pick this line, hold my control key, pick that line, and pick perpendicular. Okay? So instead of putting a dimension, I just made it perpendicular. Same outcome, same results. That's all I need. Then I'm done with the sketch. That's my okay. Now, I do need a center axis reference. And that's where I can do one of two things. One, I can put in an axis. Or two, I can turn on my temporary axes. To turn on my temporary axes, I usually go over here so I can see the words. When you go to view, hide show, temporary axis, we could turn them on, and there's my temporary axis. I don't have to build them in. I can just turn them on. Again, it's over here, SolidWorks, view, hide and show. You can hide and show everything. In the last class, you saw me hide and show the sketch relations down here. Remember that? When I turned them off so you can see the picture clearer. So if you don't like all those green things all over your sketch, just for the purpose of looking at something quickly, you're gonna turn these off and turn it back on. This is where you do that, okay? Then all I have to do, now that I have this, I can go to reference geometry, pick on plane, pick my perpendicular line, the one I want, and pick my axis, and done. That's it. Now I have a plane exactly where I want it to be. Now all I have to do is pick that plane, go to the hole wizard. Now it's a function of making sure the hole size is correct, which it's not. The hole should be what, 3/8 diameter or something? I don't have the drawing physically in front of me. Let me flip over.
Yeah, 3/8. Oh.
Yeah, 3/8 diameter. So it's not 0.38, but 3/8. 0.375. Through all is fine. No, is it through all? Is it through all? No.
No.
It's not through all because I didn't use the word through. See how this one says through? This only says diameter 0.38, which implies, which we'll of course double check with the customer, but it implies that it's just one side. Okay? So you don't want to pick through all, you want to say up to next, up to next, up to next. Okay? Then all you have to do is go to position, and this is the part that some people find confusing. They really want to pick this front node, and my answer to them is no. You pick the back node. That's all you have to remember to do. You can't pick the front node, because the front node is not on this plane. The back node is on the plane, not the front node. Okay? Just remember that. That's what was going on last night. People kept trying to pick the front node. I was like, no, go to the back one, because that's where the plane is. That's why you got to pick it back here. Okay? Once you do that, realistically, it's supposed to tell you what it's doing, and it doesn't. I see a short little extrusion. I'm going to guess that it's okay, and if it's not, we'll fix it. But I think this is more of a video card issue, why it's not showing me that it's cutting through. I think that happened last night as well. When I hit OK, it did go through, so we're fine. It was literally a video card issue. So if your preview doesn't show perfectly, that doesn't mean it's not going to work. Okay? Like my preview, as you saw, did not look like it was going to go all the way, but it did. That's it. That's how you would make a hole.